Last Saturday, my sister called to ask if I could babysit my 6-year-old niece, Sophie, for the evening. I figured it'd mostly involve animated movies and negotiating the number of cookies per episode of Bluey, so I agreed. About an hour in, Sophie wandered over with a pile of bedsheets and that look kids get when they're about to propose something that ends with you crawling under furniture. "Can we build a blanket fort?" she asked, eyes wide. I said sure, expecting a modest 2-chair setup with a throw blanket roof and maybe a flashlight. But Sophie had plans. She started issuing blueprints in crayon, literally. There were labeled walls, a drawbridge, and something she called the snack moat. I went to grab more chairs, and by the time I got back, she'd already annexed the coffee table and half the couch. At this point, the living room looked less like a play area and more like a construction site. We had reinforcements made out of sofa cushions stacked precariously high, tunnels leading to secret chambers, the coat closet, and a defense system that mostly involved her stuffed animals standing guard. By 10 p.m., I realized we had gone too far when I found myself crawling through a tunnel made out of broomsticks and dish towels, only to pop out into a chamber that Sophie declared the council room. She handed me a plastic crown and asked if I'd like to join the Royal Snack Committee. I accepted, mostly because she'd already eaten the better half of the cookie rations and I needed leverage. At one point, my neighbor knocked on the door to ask if everything was okay, since he heard what sounded like medieval battle cries. It was just Sophie, yelling at a teddy bear for betraying the kingdom. By midnight, there was so much fabric draped everywhere that the Roomba was stuck spinning in circles, caught in the dungeon. I'm pretty sure I'd need GPS to find the bathroom. I texted my sister a picture of the living room, and she replied, "Is that a portcullis?" That's when it hit me, I wasn't babysitting, I was moonlighting as a junior architect. Next time, if Sophie asks to build a blanket fort, I'll just tell her I don't have the proper zoning permit.